What's up, YouTube Nation? We're live on Meek's Menu. Sorry I haven't put anything up in a long while. I got real busy with school and just life in general. But I'm back now. I started doing some things on Snapchat. If you guys want to add me on Snapchat, I seem to do those more often because it's a little quicker and a little easier to just put together some quick videos. Tonight I got going on my Snapchat zucchini medley right cooking back here. So if you want to check that out, I will link my Snapchat below right now. Or I'll do it in a bit. I have no viewers right now.
Yeah.
Here's to 0 views.
It's fine.
All right. Yeah. Here's to 0 views.
It's fine. You could play that while you're live.
Oh, I got one. Was that me? That was my one viewer. Disco, disco. What do you want to listen to?
What are you feeling?
Probably instrumental stuff.
Fair enough. You see me talk a bit.
What do I want to play? What kind of music do I want to play?
Good question.
Oh, I know. I know.
You got this. Oh, Ferdinand. Well, because he sent me a
Tell them to go watch our live. Dibs on the beats.
Let's say, I don't know. Oh, did you hear from Frankie?
He said he wasn't going to.
He wasn't?
No.
Okay.
So I'm just prepping some steaks. Parents are out of town, and I am cooking for my girlfriend Kelsey, who's helping me out tonight, and my sister, who's at work. So when she gets home, it should be ready. So tonight I'm cooking steak in my sous vide, which you see right here cooking, and then I'm just seasoning them right now. About to put them in. I cooked some zucchini, not squash. Yeah, cook some of that, and then I'm gonna be making some boxed Idaho scallop potatoes. So I've never made those before, but I saw some good reviews and they look pretty good. So what up, Snapchat? Right now I'm live. If you want to go watch live from the cabinet right there. So you should go and check out Meek's Menu live on YouTube. What up, Snapchat? Right now I'm live.
About to say, do you have a viewer? Has Brennan started watching?
No.
Brennan?
On my Snapchat though.
So much steak, such
All right, about 25 minutes later, that's what it looks like. They should be soft, and you get a little bit of mushiness, cooked down water in the bottom. That's great. Keeps it nice and juicy. So that's how you cook it, and you just serve it, and serve it warm. All right. All right, about
figured if I'm going to be around for it, I should probably at least have my hair back. It's too long.
So I got my steaks pretty seasoned. And now they're two different cuts of steaks, so I'm keeping the different cuts separated at the moment. So I go into Ziploc bags, like so. It's like I've got two sirloin cuts, and then, oh, they're all different sirloin cuts, I guess, but they're just different styles of cuts.
And one dog begging from the floor.
Yeah, you all know Coco from the other videos. So now I've got some butter that I'm going to add to it.
Hey, Fernand!
Shout out to Fur to the Nan on his YouTube channel. Looks like my sister just came home because Coco's barking.
She might be barking at nothing.
Or barking at the air. She does that occasionally. Ferdinand, feel free to ask any questions. Ferdinand, you want to come over for dinner? You got about an hour and a half before the steaks are ready. If you want to come over.
Steak, zucchini, and potatoes. How can you say no?
Got an extra steak for you.
You can either text me or you can message him on there. Either one works. I actually thought I heard your sister that time.
So you got the butter. I'm doing half a stick for each, for two steaks, so about a quarter. I do 4 knobs. Kind of toss them in on each side.
I'm so excited. He sent me a Snapchat. Yep. Yeah, Fernand, seriously, right now.
Like actually.
Like right now.
Because I'm just putting the steaks in, so you got about an hour and a half. I should check the chat.
Yeah, that's where people are posting.
This is my first time streaming live, so bear with me. It's kind of interesting.
All new. All new. Where is the chat? How do you look at it? There should be a way that you can just look at it. Well, Fernand, I think it's kind of
Cool.
weird. I'm hella putting messages too. How do you check it?
I'm checking out. Oh, here we go.
Oh, you got it?
What's up, Justin Edwards? I know I'm not gonna be a cook in the Coast Guard, but you know what? I'll just do what I can. Cooking's just a hobby for me. Thanks for watching, though. I really appreciate it. Make sure you share and get everyone else to come start watching it. We're just chilling. I think Fur to the End might be coming over.
I think he is coming
He
over.
lives about 35 minutes away, so he's on his way over.
Más o menos.
So now, get back to these steaks over here.
This is really fun texting Fernand and knowing he's watching at the same time.
So I've got rosemary from my garden. I'm just gonna toss in with the steaks. Gives it a nice little bit of flavor. Nothing overpowering though. I'm not a big fan of like super. You really want the flavor of the meat to come through. So toss a little bit on each side. And you're technically supposed to use a sous vide with like a vacuum seal bag, but I'm cheap, and Ziploc bags, hefty Ziploc bags, work just as well.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna bring you guys down so you can see what I'm doing. I just popped the top off, and I partially seal the bag, majority seal, just so I have a little bit opening here. Push this down into the water. I use the spoon because this water is preheated up to 130 degrees. So I'm just gonna submerge this and get all the air out and then seal it up before any air can get back in. Kind of failing at the moment, so bear with me. Doesn't want to seal this bag. Is Fernand coming?
Yeah, he said he's gonna shower.
I think this bag's just a little defective, but we'll roll with it.
It's fine.
On the shelf there are clips, like back clips.
Oh, I see.
2 of them.
Good
See it? Put it on the shelf there.
Oh, yeah.
So I use bag chip clips, and you just clip it to the side so the bag doesn't float around. You want to make sure that the steaks are completely submerged in the water. This one. So this bag is just really annoying me. There we go. That one on. Now let's seal this bag with the other cuts. Ooh, that water's hot. All right, we'll get this one going on this side here. Like so. Someone Snapchatted me. So toss the lid back on just to keep the heat in. So now this is going to cook for 1 hour and 30, just because of the cut of the steak and how size and thickness of it. That's all controlled by an app on my phone, which is actually pretty cool. So now I'm going to move this. I just pre-prepped this side dish just so I didn't have to worry about it later.
Do we need Fernand to bring anything?
Nope. Bring a drink if you want to. Or I've got stuff here.
I was about to say, I think I've got my margarita stuff here too. Ooh, maybe the Lawberry one? Give him a little taste of it?
I'll give him some.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not like a. Not
I'm gonna
really
have
a
some
fish,
whiskey. Whiskey. Mind you, we're all over 21 here except my sister. So if you see alcohol in this, forget about it. Time to check the Snapchat. Checking the Snapchat from David.
What are you doing, Olivia?
From David. Oh my gosh, look at this shirt. Target clearance rack.
What? Nice. Go, go, can I get a kiss? Can I get just one? Just one kiss? Nope, not even one.
All right, I got the steaks cooking. It only takes about 25 minutes for the potatoes. So now I'm gonna pour myself a drink. And yeah.
Are you gonna try it? Look at you getting all fancy.
It's my first live.
It's fair. It is a moment.
Do you subscribe to my YouTube channel?
Yes.
Did you get an email saying we're live? Like when Justin goes live. Yeah. Unless YouTube doesn't send you emails.
I don't think YouTube sends emails. Ooh, regional encore. I have to be a teacher. That's fine. Kind of not one of those. Well, not yet. You're so sad. I think your mom didn't buy me through.
So I got some whiskey rocks that I'm gonna toss in. I'm a big whiskey drinker. I haven't really talked about drinking on here. But most things have a good pairing. You probably know this with different foods. Since it's my first live, I'm gonna celebrate. I got myself. This isn't the top shelf Jack Daniels. I'm a big Jack Daniels fan. This is Jack Daniels Single Barrel Select. I'm gonna pour myself a glass of this as a celebration for first time live streaming. Yeah, this stuff's pretty good. Haven't had it. Ooh, smells good. So my dad's a big whiskey drinker and bourbon drinker, mostly Jim Beam. And he says that it's always okay to add a little water to it to dilute it, but it's never okay to add Coke to your whiskey, especially like a better whiskey, like a bourbon or something. So I'm gonna add some water to this real quick. First try. Wow, that's really good. Jack Daniels Single Barrel Select Tennessee Whiskey. All right.
Sure, I'm not a big whiskey drinker. Strong smell. It's not bad.
All right.
For a whiskey drinker, it's not bad.
Yeah, hear that? For a whiskey drinker?
Whiskey drinker, sorry. Don't drink whiskey. Which is why I'm going to look for the tequila. Because my stuff isn't here.
Oh, there's also vodka.
Really?
I have a lot of vodka.
Because he likes vodka, but only if it's mixed with things. You know what would be really good? Vodka and pog.
That is good. I've had that before. Vodka and pog, passion orange guava. Hey, shout out to our friends, the Kinnamonts. We just got a full bag of fresh lemons. So these aren't Myers, which are my favorite because they're more sweet lemons, but because they're not in season. But I'm not sure what kinds these are. But they're from their tree, from their house. So I was just in San Diego this weekend for a friend of mine's engagement party. Looks like we got another viewer. Welcome. So now I'm gonna get out cast iron pan because I like to sear in a cast iron. I don't really like to sear in these nonstick. It just doesn't get hot enough, in my opinion. So I'm gonna whip it out.
Can I change my mind? have Sous? I mean, there's like a glass one.
There you have it. It might be bad.
Yeah, that's bad. I can smell it.
Nope. So we got 2 cast iron pans that I have here at my house.
Oh.
This is our newer one that I'm personally seasoning and breaking in, because it takes a while to break in a cast iron pan. And this one is my great-grandfather, my no-nos. He's an Italian immigrant, came over when he was a young kid. Loved to cook, absolutely loved to cook. So I guess that's where I get my cooking bug from. Passed it on to his daughter, who passed it on to my mom, who passed it on to me. So this pan, I don't know if you can see it, this camera isn't very high def, but all these layers of just so many things. I did a taste test between this pan, I made fried chicken in this pan and in this pan. And this pan, or I mean my great-grandfather's pan, the chicken actually tasted legit better in a blind taste test that I did just randomly. Just because I think there's more seasoning in this pan, and I love it. It's a little smaller. I bet you it was the same size when it started. It's just old and cast iron, and you have to take care of the cast iron in order for it to save. So every time you cook, never use soap, never scrub it. Just lightly rinse it out with some water, then coat it with olive oil, and then stick it in the oven and bake it so that what you just cook bakes into it. So I'm going to be using my pan to sear the steaks when they come out of sous vide in a little bit.
I
believe so. What? Rope one?
If you're lucky.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good idea. If she says no, I'll just make her.
I'm sure she will. I just don't know which one you want people to drink first.
I was going to say, I mean, they look like nice bottles, so I didn't want to.
So, any questions? Anyone have any questions? I am just out here live streaming. So who's out here watching right now? Guys, drop a comment or in the chat. I'd like to know who's watching. Because I know Fernand's on his way over, so Ferdinand will get some on here. I'm going to try to get JT Suits. I'm calling you out, bud. You're going to come over and come cook with me because he is a self-proclaimed terrible cook. So I'm going to try to change that. We've been talking about it for a long time, so you guys should bug JT Suits and get him to come onto my cooking channel and we'll do something. So actually, I'll give him a text right now and see when we can set something up. But first, I got to make a phone call. There's some white wine in there. You want to know if that should be coming. I don't know what flavors it is. Stuff that we need tomorrow.
I was just saying they look like nice bottles. Oh, we do have a viewer. Hi. I was just checking. He's opening a bottle of red wine because I'm not a whiskey drinker and we didn't want to get into the hard liquor for me. So I'm a red wine one.
Oh, Kelsey is actually the one who came up with the name for this channel.
Guilty.
I was texting her randomly and I was like, I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel. What should I name it? And she goes, well, what do you want it to be? And I said, well, something that has my name in it. And she goes, okay, well, how about Meek's Menu? Just right off the cup. And I was like, oh, I'll think about it. And then I ended up using it. So.
And that was before we were dating.
Mm-hmm.
How does it smell?
Pretty good.
I'm good with that.
This is a Syrah.
Petite Syrah.
Petite Syrah by Bogle.
Bogle, Bogle, I'm never sure how to say it. I'll say we could always play the game that we play at my house. I don't know if you've played it yet.
Yes.
Huh?
What is it?
It's the one where you try and drop the cork right on one of its ends. Like from this height.
Hmm.
Leave this. Ah! This is a really hard surface to do that. Jess is obsessed with it. It is really hard. And when we were celebrating my sister's graduation at Disneyland when we went to Jazz Kitchen, my dad brought some wine and was passing around the cork and was like, you can't drink any wine until you do it. And I did it on the first try and couldn't repeat it, and the only person that saw was my dad. It happens. What do you do?
Wow. That's actually pretty good. For a not very expensive wine. Mid-range, low to mid-range wine. That's actually pretty tasty.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Thank you. What's this?
My main rosemary plant died, and I'm upset about that. But I had some backup and out in the actual garden. I usually have things growing on the windowsill, like the ones I use most. So I've got, right now I have mint and basil, or as Gordon Ramsay says, basil.
That's going to pair really well with the steak. I'm excited about that. So fun fact, he was down visiting me in Riverside, and we went to this place called Tom's Farms. That's just this small little group of, Western kind of country stores, general store. There's a wine and cheese store. It's mostly like for kids. There's the train and all that stuff, petting zoo. But they had wine tasting. And you could try 4 different wines for $5 each. And we ended up getting 5 because, the sommelier liked us. But one of them that we tried was an Alaberry wine. and it literally tastes like fruit juice. And if you didn't know, an olala berry is like a hybrid berry, and it was super good. And we ended up both getting a bottle of it, and it's just, you know, a little fun fact. Thought I'd give that to you. We really like wine. My goodness. How long has the steak been in so far? It's actually kind of the past 4 minutes. And the butter's already completely melted. Wow. It's kind of fast work.
It's my daily mix for my study.
Oh, Fernando sent me stuff for studying. Almost like the grad school, which my brother's competition kids. So we'll see about that. Are you going to be using the salt and pepper stuff?
I'm changing it up. I'm sorry. I need to sing. I need some country music.
Country works for me. Oh! I'm about to lose my streak with Frankie.
My daddy spent his life looking up at the sky. He just kicked the dust, saying, son, it's way too dry.
Rain makes corn, corn makes me scared, skin makes my baby
Feel a little
scared. Take them into town, start washing all our worries down the drain. Rain is a good thing.
rain makes corn, corn makes whiskey, whiskey makes my
And you're not planning on having wine, right?
No.
Well, then it is up to you. That sounds fun. Rain's a good thing.
Long John, Joey, what's up, man? We out here cooking steaks. Just saw your comment. Yeah, so they've been in for about 25 minutes now. So about another hour, and they'll be good to go. Looks like Ferdinand is actually on his way, said see you in a few. So we got Ferdinand coming over.
And he's bringing wine.
And he's bringing wine. So Kelsey, big happy Kelsey.
Very much so.
Once again, you guys are coming live at Meek's Menu from the cabinet. If you don't believe me, check it out right here. Coming live from the cabinet. Guys got the best view of the house. Righteous. I'm drinking some Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Select. A little splash of water. Long John Joey says steak and wine sounds like a great time. Steak, wine, friends, whiskey. I mean, you can't beat it. Who else is out there? We got 4 viewers now. Stepping it up. I like it. Drop something in the live chat. I'm watching that. We're at 5 viewers. It is lit, as the kids say. It's lit. All of the bullshit that goes down on TV.
So Ferdinand is bringing a wine called Unruly. Real excited.
That is me, unruly.
Well, with that beard,
I know.
I approve.
The beard is looking lush and unruly, apparently.
He puts the main and maintain.
I do put the main and maintain. Yeah, so Long John Joey, to answer your question about what we're having with the steak and wine, one of the sides, I teach you how to cook on my Snapchat, and I'll post my Snapchat right now in the group chat, and you can go check it out on how to, but it's a zucchini green and yellow zucchini with onions kind of medley. And then I'm also I haven't picked the vegetable yet. So that's my Snapchat handle if you want to go follow me. I post a lot of quick little how-tos. A little bit ago I did cinnamon rolls, Miss Mary's cinnamon rolls. They're really good. She helped me out with those. This is my first time live streaming, so if I look awkward, bear with me. Yeah, share this live stream with people. The more the merrier. The more you guys post, the more I can answer questions and talk about. Let me ask you guys a question. What is your favorite main dish? What is your favorite main dish?
That's weird. It's not even letting me watch the live chat. Or the live stream. Oh, there we go. That works. Because I'm going to see if I can share it. Facebook.
I shared it on Facebook, so you can just find my link on Facebook.
That's right.
Sit down, put those onions in.
Oh!
Long John Joey's favorite main dish is a good old-fashioned pot roast. So if you drop that in the comment section, I might have to do that because I've had other people ask me to do a pot roast recently. And I've got a really great slow-cooked pot roast that my friend Ryan makes. And I will have to have him over because we do family dinners at his house. When I say family, I mean like me, him, and his 3 roommates. And it's funny because I love that house. I love going over there because we call it Father Ryan's home for wayward boys. He's same grade as me at Cal Lutheran. We're going into our senior year. Then after that, he's probably going to seminary school. And it's funny because he's like this guy who wants to be a pastor, but then he lives with 3 guys in a punk band called the Lady Fingers, which they're on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes. What's it going to call the Lady Fingers? You should check them out. Kind of a pop punk band. I really like them. A lot of great music that comes from those guys. But it's just funny. You've got the guy who wants to be go to seminary school and be a pastor, and then you got these 3 punk band guys that are out there. And it's just a fun time. So we go over there every Sunday and eat dinner. So it's a good time. Got the lemons here from our family friends who I was just visiting in San Diego. So that's that on the counter. Looks like my sister just came home from work, actually.
Oh, look, we're so excited to see you.
Baby, baby, oh, baby, baby.
Ooh, smells good. Yes. Nothing better than coming home to food on Monday. Yes.
That's my little sister, Victoria Rose.
Are we on Instagram? What are we on Instagram?
We're on YouTube. Live
YouTube.
You should share it and tell everyone. Links on Facebook.
Oh, I was one of those 2 years. Gotta show some support. Okay? I know. No, I appreciate it. It enables my habits.
Kelsey, what's your favorite main dish?
My favorite main dish. That is a good question. Typically, I would say teriyaki flank steak.
Yeah.
I love a teriyaki flank steak, but I also like spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
And you've already done beef stroganoff, but I love beef stroganoff too.
Mine is probably that cheese meatloaf video. That was my first cooking video that I posted on here. That was really good.
Let's say one of your other favorites is lemon chicken piccata.
Lemon chicken piccata. I've been meaning to do a video on that one. That one is phenomenal. Now that I got like some fresh lemons, I think I'm gonna have to do lemon chicken piccata. Just a given. I have tenders for it. Yeah, lemon chicken piccata. The way I make it is angel hair pasta with capers, Italian breaded fried chicken, and like a lemon sauce that I make, and it is phenomenal. To quote my friend Mark Madera. So let me do a quick check on all the updates and everything on different social media sites.
Destination. It's been in for half an hour.
So,
Do we have an appetizer?
no, but you can have yourself one.
There's cheese and crackers.
I'm not very hungry, so.
Oh, that's good for to everyone.
Yeah, no, it's just to get yourself on the teams.
Oh, we are good.
Yeah. We're kind of nerds. We play Pokemon Go. Yes, that still exists.
It really does. And they have the legendary Pokemon right now.
So spaghetti, he says, is a great classic. Absolutely, spaghetti is a great classic.
Yeah, and my mom makes it with a red wine sauce.
Yeah, she just made her mom's, or we made her mom's homemade spaghetti a little bit ago. 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That turned out really good.
It did. And instead of spaghetti noodles, we did linguine.
Yeah.
Really good. Really good.
I love me some linguine.
But, it turned out really well. But my mom typically will just use either the same red wine that we're drinking with the spaghetti, or she'll just have another one open for whatever reason. It's really good.
All right, next question. What is your favorite side dish?
Side dish.
Side dish.
Macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese.
Period, end of story.
Have you had my dad's macaroni and cheese yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have. That's what, family recipe?
That's a family recipe, and that one is top secret. Can't share that recipe with you guys. I can only tell you how amazing it is. It's a little. It tastes a little different. It's I'd say a little sweet and a little spicy. And it's just good old-fashioned, legit homemade mac and cheese. We did everything except make the cheese. So.
So good.
Yeah.
That's so good. What's yours?
Yeah, what is your guys' favorite side dish?
Well, I meant you, Mr. Meat.
Oh, my favorite side dish. I'm a big fan of this zucchini. It goes with anything. I'm a huge starch guy, and I was gonna say mashed potatoes. My mom's loaded mashed potatoes.
I don't know if you made those, but I think that's a secret recipe.
Yeah, that's also a secret recipe. But hey, Victoria, just to update you, we're coming live from the cabinet. Yeah, see?
Okay.
We're coming live from the cabinet.
Yeah, I see it.
Hey, well, that's how I'm going to start the next episode. I'm going to go. Hey, welcome to the Mixed Menu live stream. Welcome back from the cabinet.
That'll be great.
That'll be really good.
Yeah, good stuff.
Saw it here first.
Hey, if you guys want to see a dessert special, just make some cannolis.
Oh, yeah. My sister is a pro at making cannolis, homemade cannolis, so we'll have to do some of that.
I just do truffles.
She does an Oreo truffle that is amazing, phenomenal. She made some for my sister's birthday last month.
And they were all gone by the time I came back to visit.
Yep.
Works for me though. I'll try the peanut butter ones next time. See, I've done it with Nutter Butters before, but I actually really want to try it with Reese's. I'll see what happens.
That'd be pretty good.
Probably not with the cream cheese, but something else. With just another binder. I was thinking about that recently where I was like, that might be a good one. And I saw, oh, sorry. No, you're fine.
Should I set this table or the one in the bedroom?
One
Fernand's
binder.
joining us, so.
One in the bedroom?
Mhm.
That's going to be a good one. It's not Pirate's wine, but it's really good.
That's a good one.
I took 2 weeks vacation for the honeymoon. It's all inclusive down in Cancun. I couldn't get my money back, so I'm a 6 and 8. I'm getting drunk on a plane. I was crazy. I grabbed the side. Now I got it. I was feeling both on trains. I'm getting drunk on the plane. Yeah, mashed potatoes. Long John Joey, you can do those so many different ways. You can do parsley mashed potatoes. You can do loaded mashed potatoes.
You can do
Twice baked potatoes, cheese baked potatoes. Absolutely, it goes great with damn near anything. I 100% agree with that. I'm gonna go.
Coco, would you get drunk on the plane? Yes. Yes.
we're like, yeah, and she's like walking to the airport. Like this one time, we went to her room, and she's like, they like grab your through.
Oh man. See, because my dog is so big, a Benadryl does nothing for her. So, well, she's so spooked about fireworks recently, and they just keep shooting them off in Riverside. So it's just been such a bad thing there that Sasha's just having the hardest time because they set off a bunch of fireworks last night. And my parents tried to give her, I think they gave her 2 Benadryl, and they also got some medication, like anxiety medication or whatever, from the vet, and it did nothing. So you try like calming down a 120-pound German Shepherd. It's hard. We just asked like what we should do, and so they prescribed the medication, and it just didn't work. It did not work. So my poor baby has a really rough time during 4th of July, and I guess I'm in charge of taking care of her next year since I was with you guys in Coronado this year. But it's okay, I'll make sure to give her 2 Benadryl before it starts. And she'll get spoiled with like chicken or something for dinner. Oh, thank you. It was from one of those raisin candles, fragrant jewels. Yeah, so you buy a candle from Fragrant Jewels, and you pick out the ring size beforehand, and it's a surprise what the ring is.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Like you just order it online? Or?
Yeah, you just order it online. It's like a $20 candle, $25 candle, and you pretty much just use the candle until the ring appears, and then continue using it. It's good fragrant.
That's awesome.
And yeah, so there's a ring, and then there's a code that you can input into the website, and it'll tell you how much the ring is worth. And it's anywhere from like $25 to like $10,000.
Oh, so it's,
Yeah.
you get to pick the ring? Or?
No, you don't get to pick the ring.
So it's always a surprise.
It's always a surprise. Yeah.
And they probably give out a lot of $25 rings.
That one is, I think, 40.
Oh, so any dish that I'm looking forward to making, probably the lemon chicken piccata, because that is one of my favorite dishes. Or let's see, what else?
Like the same thing you do on Facebook.
I don't know. I like cooking everything, so anything that you guys want to do or want me to do, I'm definitely down. I mean, I could look forward to doing that pot roast that people have asked me to do. The last crock pot dish that I cooked was the California Cowboy Chili. If you haven't seen that video, you should check that out too. So first time I've seen you here, Long John Joey. Is this your first time on my page, or what's up?
Shout out to Long John Joey.
About to say, hey, this might actually be easier. This open so I don't have to keep walking back and forth. Maybe.
Does everybody want water for dinner?
Yes. But Fernand's bringing some wine with me. Already having wine. But I deserve it. It's been a long day. It's been a long weekend. How did the audition go? It went well. He was still pretty ambiguous about it because he doesn't know how many slots he has open yet. So, I don't know. So I'll find out by the end of the week, but I will be performing with the New West Symphony in November. So that's fun. It's not paid, but good resume builder. It's a really good resume builder. And I'm still doing the care others, so I've got this and stuff.
So who out there is watching? I know we got Long John Joey. Who else is out here?
I was to say, I just checked. It is possible to join in on it, but the thing that it does say is that you have to create a channel. So that might be it. That might be why people can't comment, because I can't comment because I don't have a channel. But
So is it like recorded and posted after you go live?
it's, yeah, so it'll be posted afterwards.
Right.
But,
I was gonna say, why don't you just go live on Instagram?
oh yeah,
I feel like you're not following on Instagram.
you definitely do.
You can do both. You can set up your iPad next time. Go live on Instagram.
Oh, I can do both.
Yeah.
That's what I just said. Set up your iPad and do both. What'd you say for time?
About another hour. 45 minutes.
Just about, yeah. It won't take so long.
Yeah, 6:45.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Mine is just, I don't have Instagram on it, so you'll have to download it. So that's easy. Oh wait, I don't know my password. I don't think I remember my password, but I already turned off my iPad in a long time, so you should be able to.
Oh, you're only 20 minutes.
I mean, you can plug it in. Let me go get my charger.
Awesome. Well, thanks for the subscribe. I'm about to go. I don't know if you have a Instagram or not, but I'm also going to go live on my Instagram because I've got quite a few followers on Instagram. So my Instagram name is I'm going to put it in the chat right now. It's at Justin Meek Official. It's one of my favorite artists. Here playing in the background, Toby Keith. Mama put me on a Greyhound, I would stay with her sometime.
So you're not sitting in the darkness. Here you go. Take off. I know this song. Yes, I do know this song.
Semi-pro always means semi-pain.
Oh yeah, your cowboy chili is really
Did you have some of that?
good. I think you made me some a couple months ago. It was one of the times that I came over.
Okay.
I don't think it was family dinner. I was just over here. But what else is new?
Like to get down with my boys in Afghanistan and practice.
Did you get a...
Wait.
Huh.
Let me try something different. Let's see.
You have a Facebook message. Facebook text message?
Yeah, open it up.
Oh, it's the code.
Oh well.
I mean, you could probably still do it. Maybe. Patience is a virtue, but neither of us really have it. So. Is it doing it sideways at all?
I don't think it will, so I might just have to stand it up.
Let's see. Cancel that. You could. You might be able to do it like this. Oh. Because it's plugged in. There should be a way. Yeah, enable microphone access. There you go. Live is that way.
But figure out. How can we do this?
I mean, you could have it unplugged for as long as possible and then hold it.
Is this set up? Certainly.
You'd have to do it like that. That's difficult. Do you have duct tape? Just duct tape it right there?
Let's see. I'll figure this out. I'm gonna get this.
I think.
Bear with me. I am trying to live stream on Instagram at the same time.
It's funny because I love this song, but I don't miss high school. Oh, I know, same.
Email?
Yeah, I really don't either.
I need something.
Why don't we fill a glass with water?
No, because if it spills, then it gets everything.
Yeah, let's not do that. Why don't we put a lemon in the glass?
How about a cast iron teapot?
How about that?
That's not going anywhere.
Thank goodness, because I don't need it.
Cool.
Clever.
All right, we're good. And we're starting live.
Check the connection.
3, 2, 1.
Woo!
What's up, Instagram? All right, we're live on Instagram and YouTube, coming at you as Meek's Menu. If you're just now joining, we've got Sous Vide steaks cooking over here. You can't see it on the Instagram one, but howdy, Crystal. How are you? Thank you for joining. And Hannah. Make sure you guys drop a subscribe on my YouTube channel at Meek's Menu. I'm also, what else are we cooking? I prepped some zucchini medley a little earlier. Really good stuff. That's on my Snapchat, how to make it. So if you don't have me on Snapchat, have me on Snapchat. And then I'm going to be making some scallop cheese potatoes. Those take about 30 minutes, so I got about another 45. I'm going to start those here in a couple minutes. So just stick around. Let's see. Anna wants me to bring some or send some. Well, no. One day.
I was about to say, he cooks pretty often, so just have to be around for that.
No, you should, yeah, I'll text you, and then you come over and we'll cook something.
It's a fun experience.
So I asked everyone on YouTube already, but what is your guys' favorite dish? Let's do, what do we say, favorite main dish and favorite side dish?
Yes. Cheese potatoes sounds delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Long John Joey.
Long John Joey?
Yes, they do. I'm really excited. Long John Joey, like super excited.
So people might call me Cheap for doing this, but I'm in college, so Cheap is my middle name. So I'm doing boxed scallop potatoes. And I'm going to start these. I never made them before. I just found them in my pantry that my mom bought.
Wow, it's an adventure for all of us.
Yep.
And Fur to the Nan is joining us.
Yep, and Fur to the Nan is joining us. If you don't know him, check him out on YouTube. Fur to the Nan, he does some military videos.
Now I'm curious, because I don't think I follow him. Oh, yeah, yes. Oh.
I have to boil some water. What?
Sorry. I was just saying I should watch his stuff. I've already watched all yours. So boil some water, and that's how you start it. Potatoes typing. brother has a dog that is about the size of Justin's dog. That's an alcoholic. It's really interesting. And I say that lovingly and jokingly. It's not like the dog actually is able to get alcohol constantly, but he just likes it a lot.
Okay, so I got a shout out, and it's Jose. Shout out to my boy Jose Tito joining in. There's your shout out. He hit me up on Snapchat, wanted a shout out.
Let's say if you want a shout out, just let him know.
I'll give you all a shout out. Shoot me a text. Contact me any way you feel like would be best. I should just live stream from my phone and my iPad. It's a better quality on the Instagram video.
Yeah.
Is it?
You want me to look at Instagram?
First time live streaming, so just hang
I
out.
love your profile picture on Instagram. It's great. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty cool.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, I can't see who's watching it. Interesting. I'm intrigued by this whole thing.
House Bangers, is that House Bangers and mash? Good old British dish. Bangers and mash.
What is that?
I can't remember exactly what it's in.
Sounds interesting. It's been a while.
It's 1 tea of butter.
Smells good. House Bangers is saying it smells burnt from here. Rude. Ah, looks fine. I know House Bangers are mad. That's nice. How can you burn something in water? I wonder if that's possible. Like
Yeah.
boil it too much?
Yeah, you can overcook pasta really easily.
That's true. You can't overcook pasta. I have done some. Yeah, I think that's funny.
Half quart pasta. I don't even know how this is.
Yeah.
2 quart.
So stupid.
I'm not gonna see.
Every time I hear that song, I go back. Jose says to have everyone follow him on MySpace. I think that's a good choice.
Jose, what name is? You have like 7 names. So which name is your MySpace? What's up, Erica? So you give me 2 ounces of butter. So like 2 whatever the. Check out the other garage, or in the garage.
Sure. So there's 2 tablespoons? So half of this?
Yeah. Right, I can do that. Some raspberry wine. What I want? I want it all.
No, you don't get it all because it's like $25 just for the reason.
How much I spent on your birthday present this year?
$10?
No. That was $25. But
Just do the regular game. Don't worry about the expansion
Yeah, that's
packs.
what I'm saying. The regular game itself is like $25.
Just give him the regular game. I'm planning on getting him the expansion packs.
whoa, whoa, whoa! They're plotting my birthday present gifts, and all I want for my birthday is Cards Against Humanity.
Mind you, I've already gotten him part of his birthday gifts, and that was like a month ago.
So if you see me at Borderline rocking the beer pong shirt, or if you won beer pong and got one of those cool stickers, that's her design. With the beer pong guy with the cowboy hat.
Beer pong cowboy.
For me to change my wardrobe, like we already knew, like we've been talking all night. Thursday.
Remember when you were third wheeling it with me and my roommate? When we went to Taco Tuesday?
Oh
It
yeah.
was like the deadest Taco Tuesday I've ever seen in my life because it was after the dance. Seriously, did you go to karaoke?
Yeah, that might not actually be.
Karaoke night.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mondays and Tuesdays.
I mean, not Brendan's, but
DJs. DJs is Sundays and Mondays, and Tipsy Goat is Mondays and Tuesdays.
Oh, hold on, we got a call coming in from my house. Hello.
Wonder if she's watching. Bye.
I know, that's what I said. Hold on. What's up, Chris Lynn? Hold on one second.
Important phone call.
Yes.
But yeah, so Sundays and Mondays at PJ's they do karaoke.
Right,
And the drinks are at a much cheaper price when you're 21, of course.
Hold on one second.
But so it's Sundays and Mondays, and then Mondays and Tuesdays at Tipsy Goat, and then there's Wednesday at Borderline, and then oh yeah, no, there's no one there.
No, there wasn't.
There wasn't karaoke.
Yeah.
Hello.
I
Did they
actually
change
ran to. Yeah, no, because I went to. And there wasn't even.
Well, that's a bummer. So I landed a date that there one time on a Monday. Unfortunately, not with your brother, but no, a friend of mine. Well, he's now a friend of mine, but at the time, a different friend of mine introduced me to this guy, and it was at karaoke, and he asked me out. I was like, "Ha, karaoke works out," but it was a Monday. It was definitely a Monday because we went.
Chris Lynn, what's up, buddy? Oh, thanks, Lon John Joey. This is actually my parents' house. I mean, I live here, my house too, but they paid for it. So thank you for the compliment. It is a nice, probably one of the nicest kitchens that I've lived in. So I got these 2 cups of water boiling. I'm gonna pour it right in.
Compared to our, we used to have a one butt kitchen, is what we called it. I don't know where to look. Which one am I looking at?
Either one. Just keep going in between the two. It'll get
Yeah,
easier.
he likes to cook in this kitchen because it's so big. Our other kitchen was about like the size of like this, my arms right here. Like it was literally just a countertop.
What does the oven need to be preheated to? 425.
Yeah, you're good.
No, you did already do it. I was just wondering what temperature it needed to be
First, can you give me a half cup? Sous chef's out for.
Your step on the butter, now you're getting the milk. We're really working
Yeah,
our
it
meal.
was a small, really small kitchen. Made it work though. I mean, we didn't have a. I prefer gas stoves like this one, but we had a electric stove in the last one. It has its advantages. I mean, living in a small place, it's great because you can stack things when you're not using it or set things on, and it's a flat surface. Disadvantage is it doesn't get as hot as the gas stoves, so it's really hard to like sear things and stuff.
Why? She's so sweet.
Just throw it in the trash. Just in the trash bin?
Yeah.
What did you do? Well, she was difficult on her walks, and the sleeping arrangements were a little difficult.
She was go to bed or?
No, she kept changing where she was and trying to kick me off the bed. I'm like, you weigh like 3 pounds. This is not fair.
She does that with my mom. She'll like she'll curl up next to you and she'll extend her legs.
Yeah, Olaf does it. But the difference is Olaf weighs probably 20 times more than she does. So, yeah. So I mean, I just got used to at least see with Olaf, I can just kick him and
She
over.
weighs,
I pick her up.
Yeah.
You know, she's too small for that, and I'm well aware. I would never try that with her. I feel like I would break her.
Yeah, she like
she's dead weight. She is dead weight, and she.
Anyone have any questions or suggestions that I should be cooking next time?
she'll like drag you a lot,
But then she'll stop and put that weight. Yeah. So
Working hard on a meal. What are you making? Oh yeah, absolutely. So Chris says that Chris Lid, a friend of mine from high school, says that he's making DiGiorno. It's very time intensive.
Oh, absolutely.
It is, especially when you're super hungry and you're just sitting there and you're waiting for it.
Well, yeah, and especially if you accidentally like lose track of time and then you burn it, then it's just like.
Then it's game over.
It's the worst.
It's the bratwurst.
Wow, I saw that.
I think Fernand texted you, Kelsey.
Texted me? More whiskey. Wow, where's your whiskey?
More whiskey.
More whiskey. You haven't been drinking it.
That's true. I've been busy.
I'm on my second glass of wine. I'm just saying that.
What did Fernand say?
Stuck at the gate.
Oh, forgot to call the gate. I
thought it was a permanent guest.
I did too.
Okay. Really stuck at the gate.
I live in a gated community, so I have to call the front gate real quick and let Fernand in. Un momento, por favor. Chris, you can't be burning the DiGiorno pizza.
Please no. Like, I have to be in the mood for pizza anyway.
Ask him which gate he's at.
Oh. I'm guessing the front gate. It's the one I always go to, even if it's not the easiest one to go to. That's good.
Hey, enjoy the pizza, Chris.
Front off, then. So he's at the front.
Call them. I'm trying to call them right now. Hi, I have my guest with you, Fernand. All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Fernand's on his way.
Woo!
All right.
He's calling you back. Oh, he was gonna call your mom.
Yeah, because she's the only one that's on this thing, which is kind of dumb.
What? Oh, do you want to listen to more music or worry about it? I'll leave that. So the oven's preheated. How long are the potatoes going to be?
25, but not yet.
Not yet? Any ingredients in the
I don't know. You tell me. You're the baker.
I love that you have the cook and the baker. It's great. You're the chef and the baker. Just reminds me of Cooks versus Cons and Bakers versus Bakers. If you haven't seen those shows, they're worth watching on Food Network. It's really great.
Our cousin was on Food Network.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She was on Food Truck Wars.
Oh, that's fun. I've been watching Food Network Star, and of course, I fell asleep right before the Food Network Star finale, so I have no idea who won. So please, if anybody watches it, no spoilers. I don't need that in my life. I just really want to see them because I watched them on Spring Baking Championship. My parents and I really loved those shows. So it's like Holiday Baking Championship and then Spring. got all of them. Was he? Oh, I think he might have been on holiday. Regardless, I love him. He's great.
This is one of the kids I used to coach. This is his dad.
What? Oh my gosh.
That's another great film.
What is that?
The kid I used to coach.
The one.
I'm friends with his dad.
Oh, listen. The one from Aquaman or?
No, different.
Who is this? That's not.
Carolyn Goffin.
No, I'm not his wife.
Car-
I'm not his wife. I'm his girlfriend. There is no ring on this finger.
Carl, I missed you at Sam Hunt.
Thank you, though. I mean, I appreciate that. We do care about each other a lot.
Is she still on?
No, tell her to get back on. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go 3 social media live. I'm gonna go Facebook Live on my phone.
Okay.
Here we go. Let me figure out how to do this.
In fact, alcohol is not good for your voice. I did not know that. As a singer, it's not good for your voice. Even though a lot of people take shots before concerts. I noticed that. It's not good for you. So first in the net is probably Parkin. You can join us on this little party.
Yes, she does. Long John Joey asked if Kelsey, my girlfriend, prefers wine over whiskey, and that's an absolute yes.
Yeah, no, definitely.
She's a wino, I guess would be the.
Oh, I know, a winosaur.
A winosaur?
But no, I mean I've tried whiskeys and I just haven't found one that I've liked yet. My sister has this one from Ireland called Teeling. It's really good, but I just haven't.
Marty Dykstra, what's up, buddy?
Haven't figured it out yet. So I stick to my red wines. I'll have some whites, but my parents raised me on red, and so I usually stick to that. I'll typically also have a margarita on occasions, but not whiskey. Very rarely will I ever have gin because I'm not a huge fan, but wine I'm usually pretty good with.
David, what's up, man? Who else? Wow, I've got a lot more people on Facebook than I do any of the other ones.
Well, I mean, I constantly get notifications for Instagram Live, but I usually never look at
What up, Chris? Hey, Lauren.
I was like, dang. What's up to the world? Let's explain what we're doing.
If you're just now joining, I'm about halfway through cooking dinner tonight. I'm going to take the Facebook Live people and give them a tour. What's going on? So I've got some scalloped potatoes that I'm going to put into the oven. And then I've got 4 steaks cooking sous vide style. Nicole.
Nikki T.
Nikki T.
All right, shout out to Nikki T.
Shout out to Nikki T.
Check out Nikki T. Also on
YouTube, social media, Nikki
She's
T.
Got some new pop and music videos out.
Up and coming.
It's lit. Hashtag it's lit.
And yeah, all right.
Say anything.
No one else is on the line.
Nicole, say anything.
Nope. Long John Joey, how about you? What is your preference, whiskey or wine, out of those two?
I won't be offended if you say whiskey. Yeah.
Willis, what's up, my man? I got my buddy coming in prior to the Nan. How's it going, man? Thanks for the like. Hope all is well. Miss you, bud.
I love that we're on 3 different.
I know, 3 social media platforms. This is it's like liveception.
I was about to say, I need a picture of this just to
Hashtag live
actually
sub.
happening. When my boyfriend is a social media star, absolutely.
We're live on 3 different social media platforms.
Vernon! I've missed you in my life. Hello.
Where's the cabinet? There it is.
The cabinet.
Wait, don't come. Oh, I have the music. I can come. I was gonna do the rap horn. Give it up for First of the Nan. Bring it in live.
There's a lot going on right here.
If you don't know, there's 3. I got my laptop live streaming on YouTube. I've got an iPad for Instagram, and then Facebook going.
No, we didn't even see what you had posted. Show up. No, Brandon.
And I thought I added you to the permanent guest list.
No. Absolutely. Whoa. You never good? What?
Let me just change my name real quick for you.
First,
See what happens.
That's Fernand Beyonce. You go by Casey?
I don't even have a Casey.
No, I'm Casey. Because I'm Kelsey.
Oh.
So
Every
that-
once in a while, they'll say that to me, Casey. That's what they put on my overnight passes.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, on my overnight pass, it says Casey every time for no reason.
That's right.
All right, we got 2 views rocking on the Facebook.
Woo.
What's up, Calvin? Now we got jumped up to 4, down to 3.
Ooh,
It doesn't count. You can't watch the live stream while you're while you're on the live stream.
Well, I mean, I was watching the live stream on YouTube on my phone.
This is all that everything I did.
Okay, Unruly Cabernet Sauvignon has
He's
big
gonna hit.
flavors
That's
of
like
juicy
chocolate.
blackberries and plums
I
with
see
generous
what's up.
hints of roasted coffee and smoky
Is that
oak.
bigger?
Enjoy this well-rounded wine with grilled bison burgers, braised pork belly, and creamy with grilled pork
I'm right here, bro.
I think you'll like this one. It's blackberries and plums. So you might have to have some with dinner.
So, Fernand, I got special whiskey for celebrating my nice.
Are you gonna have
And I heard it's okay to put a little bit of water.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's
On
really
base, that was 30 bucks, and at Pawns is 60.
It's my back home base.
So for the people that are new to the Facebook Live, what is one of your favorite main dishes and what is one of your favorite side dishes? Because you might end up making it on this menu. Let's say if you want to try one. They were lots of them.
How's it going, everybody?
So did you already?
Cool. I don't know if I like these. Let's
So
turn these
you're gonna
filters
put
off.
potatoes in.
I'm about to right now.
So we have the zucchini already. Putting it there. And we'll put the potatoes in. And what do you do after you sous vide it?
I see it.
You sear it?
What are we looking at time frame wise?
About 20 minutes.
We eat lunch.
We ate one.
I came home, I drove.
And then you were home for an hour and a half before you went to work.
Yeah, but we didn't have anything.
I literally just procured a full meal.
And my top point exactly. It's already 8 o'clock.
There's pot pies that you can make quick. There's pizza. Just
I mean,
complaining
what
I don't
I just
cater.
want steak, okay?
I take this to the Taco, but I will not be able to do that.
All right, well, dinner's. We got about 20 minutes.
Say my name is Casey.
Yeah.
Just say my name's Kelsey.
I usually don't say my last name anymore. But also at the same time, most of them know me now, so they're just like, yeah, just go.
The dude asked me, like, you go by Kelsey? No.
It was
What's
the
his name,
same.
Tyson?
It was the same dude.
Yeah, no, he's new. Yeah. Because we just drove by. He's trying to really
What up,
hard.
40 Josh? What's up, man?
He's trying really hard.
Oh, what's up, Dan? Now you're making me all self-conscious since you're on here now.
Dan the man. Well, what
Is
up,
that
Dan?
the
Hey,
player?
I'm not. No, it's not.
The real different Dan. No,
And my sister says it's
The real
Dan.
cooker
Dan, the real cook.
The real cooker for you.
Or she's a chef.
Yeah, I would say chef. I've seen some of your stuff from Snapchat. On point. Sure. That's so helpful.
Out of the way. This section.
I was like most.
There was playing music.
Kyle, oh yeah, it's because I turned my phone to.
So if anybody would like to put their music in, I don't have music that you guys like.
There's
So.
an aux cord
Yes.
here.
Just don't play Kool-Aid's Gloria.
Oh, shit.
I am not down.
Aloha, Kyle.
What was I checking? Facebook.
I had butter out, then I put it away.
Yes, you did. You have.
Oh.
You have so many loves. I'm gonna have to add to that now, Kyle.
Kyle's blowing up my Facebook live right now.
How am I supposed
What's
to
up,
keep up with
Ivana?
that? Oh, you're a 4.
So the lid has come off the sous vide, and now I'm going to pull the bags out with the steaks. So the steaks are actually fully cooked. Let me pull this in frame here. Oh, I'm not tripping all over the floor here. So in the steaks, I just did a little light salt, pepper, and then I cooked some butter in here and some rosemary. So the steaks are pretty cooked, or actually are cooked all the way through. They've been in there for about an hour and a half now. So now I'm taking them out. I'm going to dry them off, let them sit for a little bit, and then I'm going to pan sear them. What's up, Tristan? Welcome, bud. It smells so good, you guys. You guys can smell this or what? Just in general. They come running.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
that smells so good.
I'm gonna smell it, but I'm gonna close my eyes. This is how I do it.
All right, here.
Sensory.
Waft it. You gotta waft it.
You gotta waft it.
Close my eyes. What is it? What is it?
All right.
That's what you get.
Love it.
Thank you for all the likes.
So handsome. Love it.
Blowing up with likes on my
Facebook, yeah. But it's been that's awesome. When do you get back? Monday. So you're Friday to Monday. Well, we're going to Borderline.
Kyle.
to
I
Wednesday.
appreciate it. Thank you all the loves.
No, the week before his birthday. Because you're going this Friday. Correct. This upcoming Friday. Next Friday. Hopefully I'll be up here for his birthday, but I can't make it come because I want to hear all about it. I must know all the things.
Hey, Nissa. It's Nissa.
Nissa!
Hey!
What's up, girl?
Renee, go say hi to Nissa.
Alright, everyone.
It's so awkward on this. Oh no, it's a freeze.
It's fine. What are you doing? Tell her what you're doing.
So I'm making steaks right now. I'm just pulling them out. I cooked them via sous vide, which is a style of cooking where it's submerged immersion cooking, where I put it in like a closed bag, and then I put seasoning in it, and it cooks in its own juice. This way it doesn't overcook, and then I'm drying them out, just kind of letting them sit at room temp, and then I'm gonna pan sear it here in a second.
I apologize for the sound interference. I apologize. It is just really funny. So here's do you need to get the butter?
It'll be yours.
Do you want me to get the butter?
Yes.
Got it.
Grab the tub of butter. What's up, Nate? Yo, yo, yo. Any questions from y'all? Any questions? So right now I'm heating up my. Right now I'm heating up the pan. I'm gonna turn this off. Okay.
That is a cast iron skillet?
Yep.
Why do you prefer cast iron skillets?
Oh, I already said that. Yeah, so someone asked me earlier why I prefer cast iron skillet. It cooks hotter and it holds the temperature better than the non-stick. And when you use a seasoned pan, like I brought out my great-grandfather's seasoned pan, it just tastes different. I was saying earlier that I did a taste test, blind taste test. I fried chicken in both pans, and then I mixed them up and didn't know which one was which. And I tried the one from my great-grandfather's cast iron pan, and it was phenomenal. So this is mine that I bought that I've been seasoning for about 3 years now. So, and yeah, that's why I prefer cast iron over nonstick or anything else. Right now, I'm just drying out the steaks so that they get a nice sear on them. So here are the steaks after they come out of the sous vide. I'm just kind of drying them down with some paper towels. Shout out to Coronado High School and all my friends from Coronado High School that are watching right now.
Hi, Annika. And Kayla. Hi, Kayla.
Kayla, what's up? And then shout out to all my CLU peeps. So I'm making 2 steaks. I'm cooking. These 2 are going to be medium, and these guys are going to be medium rare. Hi, Annika.
Oh, I'm so excited. And then for those that are just joining, we are also doing a zucchini medley and some scalloped potatoes with our steaks. It's really awesome. But we already kind of made those.
So the scalloped potatoes are in the oven, and the steak is getting ready to go on. I'm just waiting for the scalloped potatoes. I got about 17 minutes on that. Thank you, Kayla. I'm cooking that for you.
Are you gonna run? No. Please don't make me do that. So I'm already drinking 1 red wine by myself.
Make sure you guys tell your friends about my cooking channel on YouTube, Mixed Menu. I'm also live there. Nissa, when are you coming back to school? This, if you wait 2 hours, you can get a midnight snack, or you can do a midnight snack at 10 p.m.
I mean, like midnight mass at 10 p.m. It's normal.
So these steaks are dropping down to room temp right now, and while they're doing that, the 25th, nice. So, Trust is gonna move out of the way while I see these steaks. So, like I said, they've been sitting out, sitting on a paper towel, absorbing some of that moisture so that I can get a nice sear going. So I'm going to pull that paper towel off. And in that bag that I cooked them in was rosemary, salt, pepper, garlic, and butter. And they just sat and cooked inside of that. Let's see who joined.
And the aroma was
What's
wonderful.
up, Allie? How are you doing?
I was like, wait, what? We know too many alleys.
We do know a lot of Alleys.
Just like I know a lot of Kayla's. So when I looked and saw that it was a Kayla that I knew, I got really excited.
All right. So now I'm going to season these guys again because I kind of wiped off most of the seasoning. Seasoning, I'm going to do some salt first, just a little bit. And then I'm not going to season anymore until after I sear.
This is my first time ever having anything sous vide before, so.
So people ask me all the time, why do you sous vide and not just grill or broil something? And the answer to that is that in a sous vide, you cook the meat inside its juices so that it really it just locks in that flavor. And I have a comparison picture that I always show people, but I don't have it with me. And it's a steak that was cooked on a grill and a steak that was cooked sous vide. And then the one steak that was cooked on the grill is way more, it's like all the juices have fallen out and it's more dry and kind of rough, I guess, versus the one that's cooked sous vide. It's a lot more tender and a lot more juicy. And you'll see that when I finish searing these steaks. What's up, Surfing Wonders? Thanks for watching. Once again, if you guys want to catch me on social media, I'm on Instagram. It's JustinMeek_official. I'm on Snapchat. I'm at Justin is Jammin, Jamin. And on YouTube, I'm Meek's Menu. So make sure you go like, subscribe, follow, do what you need to do. And I'm always there. What's your favorite cut of steak, Surfing Wonders?
Oh.
That's all. Hey, Joey, what's your Long John Joey? What's your favorite type of whiskey? I forgot to answer your question. If you're still watching.
That's a good question. There are a lot of whiskeys.
Yeah. What up, Bisson? For the boys.
Actually really good. I like it.
Yo, Bisson, when we gotta kick it, you need to come down. I'm like halfway between, kind of halfway. I mean, a little farther. Let's see, someone's texting me. Oh, that's actually that's her.
Is Chris still watching?
Is that this?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't tell who's watching.
Okay. Well, then I'll just text him back. Because
What's he saying?
he just said you look so cute.
Oh, I know.
I know you look cute. And I know you know. So narcissistic. Not really.
All right, petite sirloin. I can't talk. What up, Nina? Petite sirloin tri-tip. So I do a tri-tip, and my favorite tri-tip is I do like a Worcestershire rosemary tri-tip. I cook it sous vide style, like I talked about earlier. And like it really just locks in that juices. And I usually serve that, and then I make like a demi-glaze for it. Jackie Pie. Well, Jackie, how many live videos can I do? I'm doing 3 right now. So I've got my Instagram followers, I've got my YouTube followers, and then I've got my Facebook followers. So
Chris, if you're still watching it, I love you.
What's up, Zax? Both Zax and Karina, how you doing?
Wait, our Karina or different?
Our Karina.
Oh, hi, Karina. Miss you in quartets. I miss Annika too if she's still watching. I don't know if she is though. I forgot to ask if you have to get my hair on. So weird because they definitely are fully cooked. It's just like, it looks so different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's fine. Fun fact, I love my steak cooked medium rare, if not rare. How do you guys like your steaks cooked?
Jack Daniels, way to go, Long John Joey. So how do you guys like your steaks cooked? I like mine anywhere from medium rare to medium. Kelsey likes hers blue, which is like basically a little less than medium rare, a little less than rare.
Pretty much if you hit it the right way, the cow would get up and run away.
Yep. And then What else? My sister likes hers medium to well done. My dad likes his rare. My mom definitely likes it well done.
There we go. Well, I was just trying to, because I'm like checking all of them all at once. It's actually fairly easy to do. I just keep switching through the apps.
All right, so the secret with searing is you have to get that pan real hot. I like that cast iron, like I said, because it really gets hot and keeps that temperature. When I start searing, I love you too, Chris. Thanks for talking about me. Well, yep. Medium every time.
He just loves you.
I know. Zach says he likes his steak medium every time.
Okay.
I was that point, and then I feel like you could taste the beef a little better on your steaks with a little bit more medium rare. What's up, Taylor? Yeah, if you're just joining us, we are. Thank you. The steaks are hot. So if you're just joining us, my girlfriend Kelsey and I'm cooking dinner for me, my sister, my friend Fernand, and the two of us.
Yeah.
And we're waiting on the potatoes in the oven, which have 8 minutes left. So that means I'm going to start searing the steaks. You want a rare one? I got one. That's what I'm going to eat right now. So hot. Jake Bisson. Okay, fun fact about Jake Bisson. He was vegetarian for a long time. And I was one of the first people to feed him a steak. And yeah, there's a long story. All right, I'm going to start searing.
See, actually kind of the same thing. Well, a friend of mine, Morgan West, if you know her, wonderful person, wonderful human being, inside and out. She didn't really eat any red meat. Didn't have burgers, didn't have steaks. Her mom only like cooked chicken and turkey and sometimes fish, and that was it. And when I was living at school, I was constantly buying steaks for like $5 and cooking them that night. And one night I convinced her to have a steak with me, and I cooked it and made sure that it was like medium well because I didn't want to scare her too much. And she loved it, like absolutely loved it. And so then we ended up having steak weekly. It was awesome.
So Nissa, I do make other things besides meat. If you go on my Snapchat, I actually show a zucchini medley that I made. That was pretty good.
Well,
and
that's for tonight too.
That's also for tonight. That's our side dish. Our veggies. Got to get those veggies in. And I'm just waiting for this pan. Caution, fair warning, it's going to get loud because I'm going to turn the fan on when I start searing so I don't smoke out my house. So yeah, if it gets loud and you can't hear, that's why. Long John Joey likes it well done.
Really?
We got Lyndon coming in. What's up?
Hi, Lyndon.
Lyndon, do you like steak? And if so, how do you like it cooked?
And Long John Joey, why do you like it well done? Like, I'm just curious, why? All right. Unnecessary info.
All right, I'm going to start the searing. I'm going to use a little bit of olive oil and butter. This is from Coronado Taste of Oils, one of my favorites. I'll show each of the ones here. But the thing about this extra virgin olive oil is that it is rosemary infused. And I'm cooking these rosemary steaks. So here we go. I'm going to start this searing process right now.
I mean, that's not too bad.
We'll wait till the steaks go.
Oh, then it's going to be really bad.
So when you lay the steaks in, always lay them away from you. Otherwise, you get that splashback from that oil. I'm going to do these guys first. I'm going to throw a knob with a little bit of butter in here. And I got some fresh rosemary that I'm going to toss in the pan, let that cook with them. Smell the rosemary. It smells amazing.
I was gonna wait for you to say it, but yeah, absolutely.
So it should be about a minute each side. We're just searing, so it's real quick. This one is good on this side. You just give them a good flip. I'm gonna toss it back on. I'll throw a little bit more butter on top to clog those arteries, you feel?
As Pauline would say, there is never too much butter.
And I take a little bit, a pinch of garlic and just toss it right in the pan there. And then now once you sear both sides, then you're gonna have to sear the edges. So I just kind of lean them up on their side. And this helps really render down the fat. Hey, Danger, got a quick question for you. How big is your, you know the rest?
Hi, Sarah. I miss you. How's Carver doing? Tell him I say hi.
Dan, I cook these steaks sous vide, so I'm doing reverse searing if you know that. Well, these are cooking on their sides. I'm going to toss Kelsey and I steaks in.
Ours are medium rare.
So I've got 2 strip steaks, Dan, that I'm making, and then the other 2 are like probably like a sirloin type cut, like a round sirloin. Not sure, they were in my freezer unmarked, so I'm just cooking up what I got. Okay.
I like to think so too.
What's that?
What temperature, what time?
I cooked the steaks at in the sous vide 138 degrees for about an hour and a half. More like hour 15. That's I'm serious. Hey, shout out to Dan because he is the reason I got a sous vide, and it's the best thing that I've ever purchased for cooking. If you guys want to, I highly recommend it. Hi, Jordan.
I don't really have a reason why I like to think about that. I just always think that way. Maybe I don't. Long John Joey, I definitely understand that. That is how my roommate used to be, is that she could only eat things that were well done.
All right, potatoes are done.
Or medium well, because like the pink or the red would scare her a little bit. But if you just bring it down little by little, so from well done go to medium well, or from well done to medium well and then medium, it becomes a little bit easier and it's not as scary. I understand not trusting yourself with a little bit more pink, but it is worth it in my opinion. But to each their own, I will say that.
Thank you. So searing those steaks, I got the zucchini medley that I made earlier. That's on my Snapchat. You guys go check that out right now. I'm going to finish searing these steaks. I'll turn Kelsey and I steaks over.
I wish you could show the color on the steak because it looks great.
So once you pull the steaks off while it's still hot, I like to add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. I use a little bit of garlic, just a tiny bit. And then I put the steaks over. And then same thing. Don't want to overdo it with the seasoning because then I won't taste as good. And then I'm just braising them so I keep the juices right on top so they're nice and juicy. I'm about to pull our steaks out. Thanks, Dan. I talked about how this is my newer skillet versus using my great-grandfather's skillet. Phyllis, would you put these out on the table, please? I did not sous vide them frozen. They were room temp when I sous vide them, nice and thawed. I did put a little salt and pepper and some butter in it. These steaks are so tender, they're literally just falling apart as I'm pulling them out of the pan.
So excited.
So excited.
Right. Okay, guys, dinner's ready. I'm gonna go eat because I'm starving. And thank you guys so much. Follow me on Instagram at JustinMeek_official, and follow me on YouTube, Meek's Menu. And then also you can follow me on Snapchat at Justin is Jammin'. And if you're a friend on Facebook and you want to, if you're not a friend on Facebook and you want to friend me, shoot me a friend request, Justin Meek. All right, guys, have a great night and tune in next time.